Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels demonstration team takes pleasure in performing for you this, our third flight demonstration of the 2022 season. I am Gedu, the narrator for the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have had the unique privilege of demonstrating to the American public the precision techniques of naval aviation, hoping to inspire a culture of excellence and service to country. The maneuvers you'll see demonstrated here this afternoon are coordinated tactical techniques developed by both Naval and Marine Corps pilots in both peacetime training and actual combat. These maneuvers are neither stunts nor daring feats, but are refinements of basic techniques taught to every prospective naval aviator. Here at VRFAT, we will demonstrate these maneuvers in very low altitude in traditional Blue Angel formation, so you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which your Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to fly. Now direct your attention to the runway before you. Observe the diamond on the runway and the solos off the runway to the right. Flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from New Jersey, Lieutenant Commander Seahawk. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Nashville, Tennessee, Major Hendricks. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Lieutenant Commander 13 Gray. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Van Nuys, California, Major Direct. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Sarasota, Florida, Derp. And flying Blue Angel number 1 for the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels, the commanding officer and flight leader from Houston, Texas, Commander Darko. The Blue Angels take a great deal of pride in personifying the Navy and Marine Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment. For more information on our support crew and pilots, we invite you to follow us on our social media pages, including Twitter, Discord, and YouTube. There you can find exclusive photos and videos, as well as the behind-the-scenes look of our organization and how we operate. The Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, is the oldest performing U.S. military aviation demonstration team. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have brought naval aviation to men and women of all ages across America. We were first based at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida, flying F-6LF Hellcats. We continued flying the Corporation aircraft for 22 years, transitioning in late 1964 to the more powerful and faster F-8F Bearcat. In 1950, we transitioned to the jet aircraft with the straight-wing F-9 F-2 Panther, the predecessor to the swept-wing F-9 F-8 Cougar, which we received in 1955. In 1957, the Blue Angels have become equipped with the high-performance aircraft with the arrival of the supersonic F-11F Tiger. In 1969, we received the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom and flew this jet until 1974, when we transitioned to the A-4 Skyhawk. We are now in our second year of flying our new combat-proven Boeing FA-18E Super Hornets. Folks, please note that each aircraft was carefully inspected by expert Blue Angel maintenance personnel prior to this afternoon's aerial demonstration. The Blue Angels fly the Boeing FA-18 Super Hornet, a multi-mission strike fighter, versions of which have been operational throughout the fleet since 1999. Today, you will see the Blue Angels in tight formation. This afternoon, this degree of precision has become a trademark since it was established 75 years ago. 16 officers and 100 enlisted personnel comprise the Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron. 4 of the demonstration pilots flying the tight diamond formation, while 2 flying as solos act as maximum performance demonstrators. Once again, I'm Gedu, narrating for the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels, as well as the pilot for VIPs we normally fly at each show site. Folks, the jets are now on the runway now, establishing their fingertip formation. They'll accelerate their engines to 85% power, carefully check their engine and get engine instruments, and give boss a thumbs up, indicating they're ready to go. With a signal from each of his wingmen, Commander Darko will call for the selection of afterburn, and the Blue Angel Diamond will initiate today's aerial demonstration. Accelerating to 150 miles per hour, he will pull back on the stick, flying the formation into the air. Immediately on takeoff, Lieutenant Commander 13 Gray will call for the landing gear and flaps to come up as he moves into the slot position as they commence the diamond half scroll cage on takeoff. Now, to your left, observe as Commander Dark calls smoke on, off brakes now. Burners ready now. And the Blue Angel diamond is rolling. As they pass before you, notice that the smoke is not visible while the engines aren't afterburning. Smoke comes on as Commander Dark calls for the deselection of Afterburner. Pulling through the horizon, he will roll the formation 180 degrees to the upright position, completing the half Cuban 8. As the diamond accelerates in their descent, they acquire the necessary airspeed for their next maneuver. The diamond will experience up to 4 times the force of gravity as they complete this looping maneuver. To the right, Blue Angel 5 and 6 are rolling. Blue Angel 5 will complete the dirty roll on takeoff while Blue Angel 6 executes a precise low transition and pitches up vertically at 6 times the force of gravity. The official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels will momentarily make its approach from the right. In relatively slow-speed flight, they will give you the opportunity to get a close look at the precision flying that produces the 18-inch wingtip-to-canopy separation. From the right, the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angel Diamond. The sensation of weightlessness or ballistic flight, similar to that experienced by astronauts in space, will now be felt by the two solo pilots. In relatively approaching center point, Seahawk and Strider will roll their aircraft 90 degrees angle and bank and push forward on the stick as they perform the opposing knife edge. Diamond is approaching for maneuver that is likely familiar to those of you that have seen us perform in the past. From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Diamond roll. All four aircraft flying as one in this graceful 360-degree rolling maneuver. Two solo pilots will next demonstrate the inverted flight capability of the F-18 Super Hornet. Approaching inverted from the left and right, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees over center point. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing inverted to inverted rolls. To the left, the Diamond is setting up for their next maneuver. Approaching center point on Darko's command, all four pilots will simultaneously roll their aircraft 360 degrees as they perform the Diamond aileron roll. Let's watch them. Aircraft pilots and enthusiasts who appreciate the difficulties associated with carrier aviation will enjoy this next maneuver demonstrated by the two solo pilots. To the right, Strider and Seahawk will establish a mirror image formation, but look closely for both aircraft in a carrier landing configuration as they approach for a maneuver we call the foretop. Or Navy and Marine Corps pilots who must land their aircraft from the small and sometimes pitching deck of an aircraft carrier at sea. Slow-speed flight is just as important as high-speed flight. In order to demonstrate the dirty slow-speed hailing characteristics of the F-18 Super Hornet, Dark has called for the extension of the landing gear and tailhooks as the four diamond pilots execute a maneuver performed by no other jet demonstration team in the world today. From the left, the diamond, dirty blue. To the left, Strider is approaching to demonstrate the maximum performance turn radius of the F-18 Super Hornet. He will execute a 7.5 G afterburning turn, and then he'll exit the flight line vertically, showcasing the Hornet's slow-speed climb capability. As the four diamond pilots approach once again, you should notice two significant modifications. While the wingmen, direct and dirt, maintain minimum wingtip to canopy separation, the flight leader and slot pilot are both in the inverted position. Ladies and gentlemen, the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels double far. Blue Angels 5 and 6 are approaching the flight line at 400 miles per hour. Having rolled their aircraft and crossed with minimum separation, observe as both pilots sustain 6 times the force of gravity to cross their aircraft over center point. The 4 diamond pilots are now stacked down and aft on a 45-degree bearing line to establish a right echelon formation. From the right at 350 miles per hour, the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels Echelon Parade. Setting up for their next maneuver, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are converging on center point to demonstrate the rapid roll rate of the F-18 Super Hornets fly-by-wire flight control system. Crossing center point, they will complete not one, but two consecutive rolls totaling 720 degrees with a closure rate of over 800 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing horizontal rolls. To the left, the four diamond pilots are establishing a left echelon formation. Approaching center point, Dark will roll the formation 360 degrees into the three wingmen. And over the top, they will transition into the diamond formation. Ladies and gentlemen, the change over roll. Laning the roll to the left, observe as the three wingmen smoothly shift back into the Blue Angel diamond. Now that Blue Angels 5 and 6 have your attention, you have seen firsthand the ability of a tactical aircraft at high speed to sneak into the target area virtually undetected. Seahawk completes this maneuver with a series of vertical rolls, while Strider completes his rendezvous with the diamond to the right. To the right, Strider is joining the diamond in a line abreast formation. Still maintaining minimum separation, the pilots must now align themselves by looking 90 degrees from their flight path towards Dark's aircraft. They'll climb up through vertical under heavy G as they perform the very difficult 5-plane line abreast loop. As they exit to the left, observe as Commander Dark calls for another formation change prior to detaching Blue Angel number 5. You have seen several flight profiles of the F-18 Super Hornet. The two swift pilots will now demonstrate precision railway control. Approaching center point, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees, pausing after each 90 degrees of rotation and cross center point in the inverted position. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 4-point hesitation roll. From behind the spectator area, the 4 diamond pilots are rolling out in trail formation for another dynamic separation maneuver. Passing through vertical, they will climb up and shift back into the Blue Angel diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, the Virtual Roblox Blue Angels vertical bray. Strider and Seahawk are approaching to demonstrate the impressive pitch rate of the F-18 Super Hornet. Crossing center point, they will execute a maximum performance climb with a split S reversal, bringing their aircraft back over center point. In front of the crowd, Dark is rolling out the diamond for their next maneuver, the barrel roll break. Pulling up through vertical, he will roll the formation 90 degrees and perform a split S, finishing with a dynamic separation maneuver. As the formation pulls to level, each pilot will execute an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. Ladies and gentlemen, the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels barrel roll brake. To the right, the two solo pilots are making their approach to the flight line. Crossing center point, they will simultaneously roll their aircraft 420 degrees in section. Ladies and gentlemen, the double tuck over roll. Behind the spectator area, Dark is rolling out the diamond for another dynamic maneuver, the low brake cross. Approaching center point, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a reversal turn back towards the flight line. You should be able to follow the individual smoke trails as the four diamond pilots converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation. To the right, Strider and Seahawk are approaching to demonstrate the slow speed handling characteristics of the Super Hornet in the clean configuration. They will pass before us virtually, standing Blue Angels 5 and 6 on their tails. At less than 120 miles per hour, the fly-by-wire flight controls provide slow speed handling that sets the Hornet apart in the air-to-air combat arena. Ladies and gentlemen, the section High Alpha Pass. front of the crowd and to the left, the diamonds rolling out to demonstrate the awesome power of these General Electric F414 engines. Let's listen in as Dark tells each pilot to select full afterburn. As they pass over center point, you will hear and feel the thunder of 8 engines producing 176,000 pounds of thrust. The Virtual Roblox Blue Angels home base in Pensacola, Florida completed an intensive winter training period at Naval Air Facility, El Centro, California. The beautiful weather in the Imperial Valley provided us with optimum conditions to fly each of the demonstration pilots on many training flights necessary prior to our first public demonstration. Our show season runs from about March up until November. The next portion of the demonstration will showcase all 6 aircraft in formation together. This signature formation, the Blue Angel Delta, has been their formation since 1958. Behind the crowd and to the right, 2 solo pilots are now rejoining the diamond to form the Virtual Roblox Blue Angel Delta. From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Delta roll. All 6 wingmen maintaining position as they roll 360 degrees over center point. As they exit to the left, observe as Dark brings the formation back to the flight line. Very shortly, all 6 aircraft will be approaching for the Blue Angel fleur-de-lis. In an aerial salute to our forward-deploying forces, all 6 aircraft will separate, perform individual 360-degree rolls, and the 4 diamond pilots will rendezvous through a looping maneuver. From the left, at 450 miles per hour, the Blue Angels fleur-de-lis. Now watch as Commander Dark calls, ready break, ready roll. As the two solo pilots exit behind the crowd and to the right, the three remaining are in their final stages of their rendezvous and will soon be back on the wings of dark in Blue Angel number 1. With the blur-de-lee rendezvous complete, the diamond will pass before you and exit the flight line to the right. High and to the right, the two solo pilots are rejoining the diamond for another delta maneuver. As they rendezvous to the right, observe as Dark executes a reversal turn, rolling out the formation for the delta loop breaker. Passing through vertically. Dark tilts his head back, picking up the flight line here at VRFAT. Over the top, Dark is floating the formation to place them directly over Show's center point. Now watch closely as Commander Dark calls, smoke on, ready break. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a 1/2 cubanate reversal turn back towards the flight line. As they pull up and over the top, you should be able to follow the individual smoke trails as all 6 pilots simultaneously roll their aircraft 180 degrees and head back towards Show center point. From 6 different directions, they will have a maximum closure and a minimum separation and converge on center point and cross with a combined closure rate of nearly 1,000 miles per hour. For a description of our maneuvers, and an in-depth look at our team and individual biographies, please follow us on our social media pages, including Twitter, Discord, and YouTube. In front of the crowd, the Delta is making their approach to the flight line very shortly. And approaching the center point, all the formation will separate in dramatic fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels Delta Breakout. Ladies and gentlemen, your Virtual Roblox Flight Demonstration Squadron, Naval Flight Demonstration Squadron, takes pride, professionalism, excellence, and skill of naval aviation. The 2022 team takes a great deal of pride in saluting our Navy and Marine Corps pilots, maintenance crews, and support personnel everywhere. From the left, your 2022 official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels. One of the biggest demands placed upon naval aviators is that they be able to land their aircraft on a ship at sea, whether it's a jet-propelled driven aircraft, helicopter. Each of these requires the skills which naval aviators must master. In order to perfect this skill, Naval and Marine Corps pilots spend a great deal of pride and time on the landing pad practicing carrier approaches. In front of you now, Commander Dark is rolling out to simulate a carrier pattern. Approaching the runway from the left, Commander Dark is confirming that all the landing checks have been completed, and in fact, each aircraft is ready to land. Rolling out on final, he makes constant power and lineup corrections and maintains the optimal radio setting for the proper touchdown. The demonstration pilots you have been watching perform here this afternoon are but a small part of the Blue Angels team. The men and women in blue uniform at the comm cart standing before you are members of our elite official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels team. Through hard work, long hours, and selfless dedication, they have worked very hard to make this air show possible and many of our air shows that we have done in the past year. As the aircraft get ready to taxi back, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce all the people from behind the scenes, which includes Rice, Shuggy, Viper, TAVY, which he helps out with some of our photos and stuff. Lyrical, Beak, especially Death Winner, Evil, so many people that help make this demonstration come alive. We cannot thank them enough. Please give them a lot of support in the chat. The show wouldn't have been possible without them. We appreciate each and every one of you. Join the Discord in the description, and you'll see our Discord. Feel free to join, have a chat with our team members. We're willing to chat with everyone, and we're online pretty much all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels. Taxiing just in front of you, the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels will momentarily be turning into the parking area. After a short maintenance debrief and a quick spanking, they'll come to the crowd line where you'll be able to get an opportunity to meet the team. You'll just be able to meet them in our Discord. And as the stream slowly fades away and our coverage for today's show ends, I'd like to introduce the pilots you've been watching perform here this afternoon once again. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from New Jersey, Lieutenant Commander Seahawk. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Nashville, Tennessee, Major Hendricks. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Lieutenant Commander 13 Gray. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Van Nuys, California, Major Direct. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Sarasota, Florida, Dirk. Flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader for the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels from Houston, Texas, Commander Darko. Ladies and gentlemen, the official Virtual Roblox Blue Angels.